The essay is called Remove and Improve. When I open the door, I immediately want to go home. But having just arrived, I feel that might be bad form. I stay, even though there are masks on the wall. Each one done by a sexual assault survivor, supposed to show the masks they wear. Oh, sweet little naive project director. I see you in your office with the gray metal desk and laminate top, the framed diplomas from faraway schools, all the trinkets from clients and friends, all the little bits of tangible goodness and ways to know you've done right by the world. This seemed like such a good idea to you as you ate your salad at your desk and figured ways to make people more aware. The masks are all over the coffee shop and cover the windows, walls, and ceiling. There is nowhere to look that you don't meet the vacant eyes standing in for the real person. One is white with neon letters spelling out innocent, brave, fearless. Another is half black, half turquoise with phrases clipped from a magazine. Remove and improve. Doesn't have to hurt. Live your best life, it says. This one has a toy dinosaur glued into the eye hole. So many of them have things covering their mouths and eyes. Feathers, hearts, scraps of paper. The couple by the counter is laughing. My, there's so many of them, she says to the barista. Her laugh isn't a nervous laugh. I could understand this and sympathize. When confronted with the enormity of the situation, few people know how to respond. But it's not that. It's not cathartic release. It's an honest-to-God belly laugh. And I'm sure she didn't read the sign, doesn't know what the installation is all about. But I have read the sign and have lived the life. And I want to turn around and walk back to my car, go home, take a nap, a very long nap. But I don't. I sit down and wait for a friend I've made plans with because this is what assault survivors do every day. We see it in movies and books and ask ourselves, couldn't they have picked something else? Like in every male undergraduate workshop, wherever he wants the audience to know the beautiful and vulnerable love interest is damaged, but not in a way he really needs to go into very deeply because like we all understand this shorthand, don't we? I am tired of being reminded that I have a story that is not just a weird one-off story in my past, like my mom driving her Mustang under a semi or ball lightning coming down the hall. This is not a story that is just my own, and I hate being reminded of that. This installation reminds me that I am not alone in this, that I am not the only 10-year-old girl who became afraid of men without anyone thinking it meant anything other than she was obstinate and weird. That I am not the only one who put on weight because something had to offer her protection if her parents wouldn't. That I am not the only one who, decades later, still has places on her body she doesn't want touched. That last one is a lie. It is not that I don't want them touched. It's that I will punch you in your fucking face if you touch them. And I don't mean that in an internet humor sort of sense. This all seems like something I'd rather be alone in. Alone in my night terrors. Alone in my migraines and blackouts. Alone in this trashy, dirty body he said he loved, then smashed when guilt consumed him. Alone, alone, alone. When I've tried to write these feelings in a poem, I've been told that that's not what I mean. I assure you, it is. I am not comforted by the thought that we know and do nothing for our little vulnerable ones. We still do nothing. Because everyone comments on the masks as they walk in. Some read the signs, some don't. But after 15 minutes, every single person has gone on with their conversations. The man with the Russian accent playing chess with the bald man in the blue and white striped shirt. The bearded cutie studying applied linear regression in the corner booth. My former student playing on Duolingo and talking to her friend when she should be studying King Lear. The masks and the artists who made them fade into the scenery and are just decorations. Well, even the idea of the masks themselves stinks of bullshit to me. Because for most of us, especially for anyone who was young, these experiences and their aftermath didn't make a mask. They were clay molded into our flesh so seamlessly, there is no way of knowing what is us and what is it. It's a different pain than a mask, as it is not a layer over, but integrated like marqueterie on an antique dresser, the blue underlay of a Bob Ross painting, the swirls of a marbled rye bread. How do you get the clay out without breaking the flesh? Remove the marqueterie without gouging the wood. Eat only one part of the bread without ripping the other. I wish it were a matter of awareness. And I honor and respect the efforts of the program director, and am almost sorry for mocking her, whoever she may be. We know they're there, but they are part of the wall to us, even for those of us who know to look and who know what we see. Thank you for stopping by.